Drew, the story that was going around, that young guy from Empire, Just something, that story.
Oh, yeah. Jussie Smollett.
Smollett.
It sounded a little weird at the beginning.
Yes. Immediately it was like, huh?
It sounded like a little too on the nose.
Yes, a little too just so.
And then there was a bunch of stuff that was like, it dawned on me when I was watching my favorite show, TMZ, the other night. And so the first story was he had a fractured rib. And then I saw him on stage, and he was busting a move.
He doesn't have a fractured rib.
And I get that sort of got walked back. But what I'm saying is I had to explain to the wife and kids that anyone who's ever had a cracked rib has difficulty laughing, sneezing, breathing for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So that guy who's moving that way didn't have a fractured rib.
Correct. So
4 days earlier.
Did not happen.
Now, I am kind of curious how the stuff that did not happen just becomes something that happened. I get.
Well, there's a bunch more.
I get that it helps your narrative, but you're not allowed to do that.
2 a.m, 5 degrees. Guys are waiting for him was the original narrative.
Right.
So that didn't happen. He'd had a previous death threat in a very strange letter. There are pictures of it online. You can throw it up. Yeah.
We saw it.
Yeah. And we don't know what that was. And the original narrative was those guys were waiting for him in Chicago. It's like, no. Of course that didn't happen. Then...
well, we don't know. It didn't happen.
Somebody's chasing him around the country? He just got in from New York. The letter was in Los Angeles. I mean, what? Come on. It's 2 a.m. How did they know he was going to go out to buy a sandwich 2 a.m. in 5-degree weather?
Right.
All right. So that was incomprehensible. Then it doesn't mean it wasn't attacked. It means it had nothing to do with that letter. Then you find out he called the police 50 minutes later after the attack.
5-0.
Then
after calling his agent,
who says he heard the altercation, but then neither of them will turn their phone records over to the police.
That part's not so sketchy to me because if you got personal whatever in there, you don't want the police getting it. But
it's weird.
There's a lot that's weird. I agree.
Then he drives
you're young kids. I'd hand over my phone.
So would I.
Gary's
I would probably
littered with dick pics.
Yeah, he doesn't want his porn.
Most of them aren't even his.
Yeah.
But or I can't even tell. I can't even separate them anymore. But is there? And I guess it's happened. Like if you give your phone, then like they could leak whatever.
Absolutely.
Like the cops would leak it. But isn't there, Gary?
I would hand my phone over.
You would, but isn't there a version of this where the agent says, I was on the other line and you said this was all happening during this phone call where they could, I don't know, kind of cut and paste it, like just sort of go find that file or go to the company or whatever?
Sure.
They'll find
it. I guess the other side of devil's advocate of that argument is, do you trust the government to just section in on the one thing that they say?
Yes.
I kind of do in this case.
Yeah.
If I was, I'm trying to, what I'm trying to say is,
if I'm not conducting any other criminal activities on my phone.
No, I agree. I mean, that's the whole Face ID thing where people got all up in arms that the cops can point your phone at you. Like, go ahead. You're not going to find anything on my phone.
My take on the government and law enforcement is they're greedy. They're not bad. They just want money. There's no money in it for them.
So there's another piece of the story.
So he didn't want to turn the phone over.
That has not been widely publicized. Apparently, about 2 hours before he went to get the sandwich, he was in a club, had a fight with his boyfriend over another dude where he was hit in the face. That's where the strike in the face
There's
came.
also 2 more pieces that I found weird.
Is that known, the strike in the face?
It's not widely known.
That's news to me.
Okay, what else?
We got to look for that, Gary.
I've heard it reported that when he walked into the hotel or wherever it was that he was first found, it's weird to me that he's still wearing the noose.
And they said it was like a bolero. It was tied like a tie.
Yeah.
Not like a noose.
Wouldn't you rip that off the moment you got away from the attackers?
Well, it was a string, too. They said it was like a tiny, like a string.
And then he was holding a sandwich, so he had either successfully procured it
and
before.
And a phone.
And then the first thing he asked the cops to do when they arrived was turn off their body cameras. That's weird.
It's all very like, huh?
Like what? I'm not saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything, but I'm saying my hackles are up.
It's all hard to understand. That's all.